Bono's Bold playlist, a surprising glimpse into the musical soul of U2's frontman in a revelation that might leave even the most devout U2 fans raising their eyebrows. Bono, the legendary voice behind some of rock's most iconic anthems, has pulled back the curtain on the soundtrack to his formative years. And what lies beneath isn't what many might expect. Journeying back to 1981, around the launch of U2's raw and searching second album October, Bono offered up a musical confession in a whimsically titled feature, Portrait of the Artist as a Consumer, a cheeky nod to James Joyce's portrait of the artist as a young man. But this was no ordinary list. It was a time capsule, a soul sketch in sound. Among the 5 tracks he chose, one could find not just the heartbeat of rebellion and introspection, but the pulsing rhythm of surprise. There, nestled alongside names both famed and obscure, were selections that painted a picture of a young Bono, searching, passionate, and musically omnivorous. His first single, not a punk classic or rock ballad, but Happy Xmas, War Is Over, by John Lennon and Yoko Ono, an anthem of peace cloaked in holiday cheer. Following closely was the theatrical, unapologetically flamboyant Hello Hooray by Alice Cooper, a second single full of glitter and grit. But the surprises kept coming. Bono's eclectic taste led him next to the velvet smooth stylings of Frank Sinatra, with a nod to Ol' Blue Eyes himself, before plunging into the gritty, unpolished world of Irish punk with Faithful Departed by the Radiators from Space and Alternative Ulster by the incendiary Stiff Little Fingers. It was this last track, Alternative Ulster, that Bono would later elevate to near-mythic status. Reflecting in a 2007 interview, he remembered the moment it clashed with the Undertones' Teenage Kicks on the charts. While critics were split, Bono stood firm. My soundtrack was more alternative Ulster. Beyond this punk meets pop mosaic, Bono also embraced the heartland storytelling of Bruce Springsteen's The Wild, the innocent The E Street Shuffle, the frenetic energy of Wah! Heat's Better Scream, and the art rock experimentation of the Virgin Prunes in the Grey Light, a choice that doubled as a spotlight on a fellow Dublin act. And his musical devotion didn't end at Vinyl Grooves. The silver screen also held Bono in its spell. He shared a cinematic shortlist that could rival any film student's syllabus: The Tin Drum, If, Alfie, Lord of the Flies, The Graduate, and the absurd brilliance of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. All films that, in some ineffable way, shaped the man behind With or Without You. The list sparked lively chatter among fans, some marveling at his omissions. No Ramones? One asked. Where's Bowie? Another wondered, referencing Bono's oft-professed admiration for the late icon. Others noted the timing of his choices. Didn't U2 meet Springsteen that same month? One Reddit user mused. Feels more like a snapshot of what was in his headphones that week than a definitive top 5. Whatever the rationale behind his picks, one thing is clear: Bono's musical heart beats in unexpected time signatures. Whether he's channeling punk fury, Christmas spirit, or cinematic nostalgia, he reminds us that even rock gods are, at their core, fans first, consumers of art, driven by passion, memory, and the eternal thrill of a song that just gets you.